Hey YouTube, welcome back. I hope you had a good day. I thought I'd better do another video on VTHO. It's been a while, and I promise this will be a dedicated video on VTHO. So VTHO has recently hit its all-time high. It's currently ranked at 21, and it's currently trading at 3 cents. And we can see here that we've had a significant rise in price over the last couple of days or even weeks. So the main reason for this is, of course, the Bitcoin comparative. Bitcoin has been going down and sideways, and this has given space for VeChain to rise. I probably don't need to go over why VeChain is such a powerful project, and its real use case and its partners are huge. So I think VeChain will do very well in 2021. And if you watch to the end of the video, I'll give you my own personal price prediction of where I think VeChain can get to within 2021 and perhaps maybe Q1 of 2022. Currently, VeChain has about $87 billion in circulation, so that's quite a high, or 86 should I say, in circulation. That's quite a high volume. The good thing about VeChain is most of its circulating supply is in circulation at 64 billion, and therefore there's going to be no inflation in the price of VeChain because most of the tokens have already been released, and that inflation impact has already happened, and it's been brutal over the bear market, which I've pretty much held through most of that time, and I was buying up in that period as well. And you can see it had a significant drop off over that time. So just moving forward into just some news, you'll notice that VeChain hasn't had a lot of news. You can see that it says it's reached its all-time high. Where are we going to go next? And I think that pump was based around rumors about DHL potentially using VeChain. Now, I read the rumor and I'm not entirely convinced. You have to look at this with with a bit of subjectiveness. I think the news was positive, yes, but the person that did the tweet wasn't anyone that was of significant influence within DHL. If it came out of the CEO, for example, then I'd be more confident and bullish. But the fact that it came out of someone like that and we had a pump up in price, I think if news actually does come out about VeChain, then I really think that kind of increase could be exponential. I went up, and it still went up a significant amount based off a rumor and of someone that wasn't really in a position of power at DHL. Imagine what would happen to the price if it came out from a CEO, for example. Some good websites I'd recommend for you to have a look at and use. This is a bit of a fun one that I like to just sit back and relax in the evenings. I like to go to cvchain.com and just have a look at some of the transactions that are going through. And you can kind of see them live and where they're coming from. So you can see some of them coming from Binance here. You can see, some of them coming from vendors, some from Shanghai Gas and so forth. So that's just quite a nice one to sit back and relax and watch. Another good website is VeChain Stats. And as you can see here, the total number of clauses that we had on the 20th was massive. We had 438. And the records here is quite useful to have a look at, where we can see, the highest daily clauses is 1115. So we're way off from where we were in terms of the highs of the clauses that were being put forwards. Just moving forwards from there, I noticed with VeChain, there tends to be a lull in the news that you get for VeChain, and when you have the lull in the news, I find that VeChain kind of saves its news up, and I think a lot of blockchain companies do this. They don't release news over a period of time. I think they wait for the optimum time to release news, and when that optimum time approaches, where I think potentially we could be getting close to, say, the Bitcoin all-time high, whenever that is, I can imagine VeChain releasing a lot of news then. And the good thing about VeChain at the moment as well, you can see on the price chart here, yes, it looks like VeChain has just gone vertically up almost. But you have to remember, you have to look at also the Bitcoin chart. And the Bitcoin chart tells a very different story. If I put in here VET and I have a look at the comparative against Bitcoin, say in Bitfinex, you can see that the price of VeChain, okay, it does look fairly parabolic here, but it's not straight up. And we're not close to the all-time high. Maybe if I just go to Binance, for example, and show you the charts there. If I show you on here, if I go to VET and show you the comparative against VeChain on BTC, and I'll just maximize this chart for you, you can see that the chart isn't exponentially going up. It's fairly subdued actually, and in fact we're still extremely low in the price action. And if I zoom out even further on the 1 week chart, you can see we've barely even broken out. This is a tiny wick and we've already reached all-time high. Again, zooming out even further, we've barely even moved. And when I go back to the 1 week chart, if you look here at the MACD in the bottom, we've been in the red area for a long time. That whole red area has been the whole time where we've been in this bearish period. And if you call the bearish period where we hit the all-time high in dollar value, we've barely even started when we look at the Bitcoin comparative. So in my mind, I think we've still got a long way to go. I hope VeChain slowly trends upwards against BTC and doesn't have a crazy breakout, because that would be it wouldn't be good for the project. We had the big bullish breakout around summertime of last year, and it hasn't really done anything really that good for the price. We've consolidated all the way back down again. So I hope it's a slow, long, subdued price action, and then slowly we start to ramp up into higher and higher prices for VeChain. So although maybe some of you might be thinking, okay, this run is over for VeChain, I'm still holding my bags. In fact, when VeChain went down quite significantly, I bought more. And I finally got a node up and running on VeChain, so I'm getting even more VTHO coming in my way. So if you think this run is over, I don't. I think we've still got a long way to go, and we've got a long way up in terms of comparisons to Bitcoin. And my main aim, in this market isn't to get more dollars or US dollars. I've stopped looking at US dollar comparatives a long time ago, and actually my main aim is to get more Bitcoin in the long run. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm hoping maybe next time I'll do a video, I'll be giving reasons why blockchain and crypto is so powerful for so many people. And, if people aren't in the cryptocurrency market, why it would be, something that people should be getting into. So for my next video, when I do release it, or maybe in a little while, I'll put that together. It'll probably take me a while to get the data sorted out. Please, if you can, share it with your friends and family. I'll be making it, friendly for people that aren't in the industry. So again, this is not financial advice, it's just my own opinion. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.